So if you don't have that big boy up front that will take on 2 blocks and open up those lanes for those linebackers to be able to get into, you're at a deficit. So it as you're talking about this, and as we were talking about on Monday, like and a lot of people want that 3 technique that pushes the pocket, and we talked about that a lot on Monday. I think it might be more valuable. It's not going to be as flashy. It's not going to be as exciting, but I think it might be more valuable to get a stud in that role on your team sooner rather than later to impact that run defense. Because then maybe these guys that are already here will start to get better at getting after the quarterback.
Maybe I'm being too optimistic, Dustin, but this is the theory that I'm going to start. Like I really believe you might have. And listen, there's been games, especially the last week of the season or the playoff game, but even
Foster,
early,
100%.
even early in Eberflus's tenure, there's been games where this defense looked pretty dominant. And I just think that maybe there's a lot more talent here than people give them credit for based on the numbers. But I think the NFL defense relies heavily on something that the Bears are just completely lacking, and that is a Cade McDonald. And I said all last week, the anchor is your 3 tech because he's got to close the pocket. Now I do believe when it comes to wreaking havoc on a quarterback, a 3 tech, you can't have
a pass rushing 3 tech that can push the pocket is a huge deal.
You can't have a pocket,
but you need both.
I started to think, Dustin, a 3 tech is always at his best if there's a guy next to him that can consume 2
if blocks. You're only taking on 1 block.
Yeah. So it really, a Cade McDonald might tie this thing together.